Welcome to session 5, budgeting and finance. Ooh, exciting. So we're going to talk about how to price your product or service. And we're going to dive into a topic that's a bit like setting the right price for, let's say, a lemonade stand. It's all about pricing your product or service in a way that makes sense for you and your business. Just like you wouldn't want to charge too much for a cup of lemonade, you also wouldn't want to charge too little and not cover your costs or your expenses. Let's explore how to find that sweet spot for pricing. All right, you need to understand your costs. First things first is you need to know how much it costs to make or provide your product or service. This includes things like materials and production and other miscellaneous expenses. Once you know your costs, you can make sure that your price or what you're charging can cover or will cover those expenses. And you want to make a profit too, which we'll talk about in a bit. You can research your market. Look around. You can go on Google. You want to see what others are charging for those similar products or services. It's like checking out the prices of other lemonade stands in their neighborhood. It helps you understand what people are willing to pay for your product or your service. You also want to consider the value. Think about the value of your product or service and what value it brings to your customers. If your lemonade, if you're running a lemonade stand, is really refreshing on a hot day, people might be willing to pay a little bit more. Similarly, if your product solves a problem or fulfills a need, you might be able to charge more. Also, look at your competitors. Look at what they're charging and look at what they're offering. If your lemonade stand has unique flavors or extra toppings, it might be okay to charge a bit more than the regular lemonade stands. Or if you're providing a service like dog sitting, babysitting, what do other people charge? Now, profit, money. How much money are you going to make? Decide how much money you want to make. Just like saving money from your lemonade sales, businesses need to make profit to grow and succeed. You have to make money. Test and adjust. Don't be afraid to try different prices to see how customers respond. Just like changing your lemonade recipe or whatever you're doing, adjusting your price based on feedback can make a big difference. You also might want to consider discounts or promotions. Think about offering discounts for for customers buying a lot of your products. This can attract more customers and boost sales, just like having a buy one, get one free deal. And also, you want to stay competitive. Keep an eye on what's happening in the market. If prices change or new competitors show up, you might need to adjust your pricing strategy. Pricing is like finding the perfect balance between what your product or service is worth and what your customers are willing to pay.